Hey you folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 as the Netherlands. No longer are we Burgundy. It has been a little bit since I played the last episode, so I took a little while to sort of, take a glance around and see what things were, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, we formed Netherlands. Now the plan is to just, go forward at very high speed and just do more colonial stuff, because that's pretty awesome. I mean, we even got to the point where we have a royal marriage with France. Which is pretty crazy sauce, because then it means they can't just declare war on me without taking a stability hit. So that's great, and of course we could consider expanding eastwards into the HRE, now that we're part of the HRE, because our capital, which is in Holland, is part of the HRE, so that's pretty fantastic. So if we did declare war to the east, we could do that. So yeah, I think the key, really what we want to do is maintain positive and happy relations with France and stay in a good relationship with them, and certainly not even come close to declaring war on France. I think something like that would be maybe a little bit insane. After all, they're so strong and we're so weak, so why would we do something of that nature? I think we can all agree that that would be a terrible idea, right? So hey, And really what we want to do, see, we're fabricating claims on East Frisia and whatnot right over here. And so obviously our plan is to expand eastwards. Certainly not westwards in any way whatsoever. Let's just on a whim, let's recall our fleets, shall we? Let's actually just grab all of our fleets everywhere. Oh, well, not quite, not the ones that are transporting people. Let's do that. That's right. See, and that's the other reason we don't want to declare war on France. I mean, we're supposed to be transporting these units down to our colony in Africa. Obviously, we don't want to redirect them in any way whatsoever. So, maybe I should be serious here for a moment. What the hell am I doing? Well, I was reviewing things between sessions because I had to catch up and figure out where we were in the game again. I noticed my manpower is completely maxed out, which is great. I'm currently actually above my force limit. Oh, look at that. That's pretty crazy. Do we have cannons? We do have cannons. We're at the same tech level at France. Tech level 9, militaristically. They have some aristocratic ideas, so they're going to get slightly better cavalry. But we have quality ideas, right? We have 6 points in that, so we've got a slightly higher quality in a variety of different things, infantry, cavalry, we've all got that. Navy-wise, we're in pretty good shape, and they're currently in the middle of a war against Austria. So what would be really nice, and I've been practicing, I've been playing a little bit of EU4 off-screen, I've been practicing, and what would be really nice is if we could break off the Champagne region of France or something like that, release some vassals, and then annex them later on. All in all, I'm thinking that we're in pretty damn good shape. If ever we're going to go to war against France, it should be now. So we're above our relations limit, but that's okay. Tell you what, Castile, I guess I won't be able to send a royal marriage proposal quite yet. But what I'm hoping is if I were to declare war on the 5th of November, that Castile might jump in. They may not. They may not. They are rival to France, though, so that could work out. I don't remember. Do we have? No. Let's set a rival to France here as well. Keep everything exactly where it should be. Let's do this. We've got... good. That's actually an explorer, but he's half decent at combat. We've got... Ooh, he's not a great military leader. And no leader at all over here. You guys merge and go there, and let's see what kind of leader we might be able to give you. Another crappy leader, but he's got siege, so that's something. Now the problem fighting France, of course, is always going to be the fact that they have stupendously good leaders. On the other hand, all their stuff is way over here. No guts, no glory, right? And we are losing some money right now, which does kind of suck, and we are over our force limit, which is not going to make it any easier. In fact, I might just go ahead. I should cancel this just to save money. Do we have any loans out right now? No loans. We can afford it. Let's do it. Throw caution to the wind. Declare war. I don't suppose Castile would join in. This is fantastic. Our CB is gonna be to take our core of Calais, which would be really great if we could swing it. France has no allies. Ireland, which I find that since the last couple of patches, this happens all the time. Connaught takes over all of Ireland other than Meath. And then often England has a hard time. And I really want to see the AI form Ireland at some point. Consider this, Scotland does have Northumberland over here. And there's an independent Wales, independent Cornwall. Poor England. Yeah, who are our other allies? We might even be able to get them to come in. Milan, Savoy, and Venice. Boom. Declare war. So let's go and talk here. Milan, call to arms. Why not? Would destabilize them. Okay. Savoy. Same thing. Why? Do you have, you don't have a truce? Huh. Well, alright, whatever. And Venice, well, you're actually kind of busy, so... Alright, fair enough. So, having done this, let us march in. Obviously, the very first thing we're going to want to do is break off a couple of infantry, and I suppose one cannon, to go and siege Calais, since that's the original war goal. Actually, I should send all my extra cannons here. I think... So, one cannon, you get a +1 to your siege rolls. I think 4, you will get a +2. I think that's how it scales, so now we're going to send 4, so that's good. We'll send that, and then we'll march forward into France and see what we might be able to unlock over here. We're going to proceed at a very slow speed, and let's take a look at our diplomatic map view. So France hates us, Castile is on our side, and for France, they are at war with, like, everyone in the universe. What do their stats actually look like? This is the one screen I didn't actually check before I started here. France... 27,000 manpower to spare, which is less than I have. 40,000 men active. And I guess I've got to go look at the Netherlands. I was going to look at Burgundy. We have more active people and more spare manpower. We should also have the naval advantage on top of that, assuming we got the right typage. Ooh, Protestants in Friesland. Well, those will make things up a little bit. Cannons. 4 cannons. It should be +2. Oh, is it just because we got a little bit of attrition for a second there? Actually, we even had a siege leader. We might have been want to keep that around. But for now, detach, advance. Bring 1 siege over here. Detach, advance. We may not be able to do, like, full blanket sieging. We're going to give it our best here. Because we may have to collapse in to be able to actually fight. If we can siege the capital, that'll be great. Battle in the Straits of Dover. Very nice. Minimal damage as well. Well, let's definitely chase this fleet. I don't know if we'll be able to actually detach a blockade and then chase the fleet. Thank you very much. Advance our speed a little bit. Battle of Namur over there. Great. French troops are still over here. They might come back, but they might just be a little too busy for now. Detach. Detach. I'm certain we're going to have to break these sieges. But we'll try to do what we can for now. So you, are you getting +2 on your rolls? Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Detach another siege. Come down here. Hopefully the French fleet won't go around my main one. If we can get it stuck in a port, that's what we're really looking for. Detach. Let's go. And Nevers is getting involved. Detach. Let's go. So yeah, I'm certain we're going to have to, like, not do this blanket siege. We're going to have to respond to them showing up with some troops. Detach a siege. Or will we? Okay, where's your fleet? Well, we got to try to chase this thing down. Hey, we got a new cardinal. Nice. Oh yeah, we could break our marriage with France because we had we were the curio controller, which made things very lovely. We've got another cardinal in queue there. Lots of extra papal influence as well, so we could go and challenge. Well, I don't know. What's our maximum bank? Oh, we are there. Ooh, we should have spent that early. I guess Portugal's got one. It'd be nice to go sort of toe-and-toe there, but I think what we'll do is go with this one, the Austrian one. We can't actually get it right away. We may as well try. It's also one of the youngest ones available. So we'll go ahead and do that. Boom. All right. Come on, Admiral, catch him. All right. Here, detach, go there, detach. Let's combine and go there. It's mostly going to be, yeah, it's all going to be cavalry, but luckily it's only one cavalry that we're up against, so that's all right. Are you coming home? Are you still skirmishing over here? Good. Nice sort of very blitzy, lightning-y kind of war that we've got. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back over this way. Oh! Did I not detach a siege? Doesn't look like it. I gotta leave one in the Côte d'Argent. I'm not gonna have 100% siege because I'm not gonna be doing the southern coast. There. Come back over here, and yeah, if you engage over there, I will stomp you. Detach. Come down here. Battle of the Channel was lost. Oh, they're gonna just clean up those two before I'm able to actually catch them out. That's really annoying. I didn't realize that would happen. Ah. I forgot that, like, naval battles with just one defender get resolved instantaneously. Okay, should be able to sink a few ships. In fact, should probably reinforce. What are these? Barks? Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do that. Aachen wants military access. They're fighting against Hungary. Sure, whatever. Or Aachen. I do not know. So, Castile is moving in from the south. Lovely. Want a little skirmish there. Let's just keep mopping up what we can. The Cavs at least move really, really fast. I'm not going to get, like, maximum efficiency out of them, but I'm finding single stacks with no leaders. So that's going to work out fine. May not be optimal, but it should be okay. Maybe I'm wrong. I guess it was fine when I was fighting the cavalry. Oh, bonus manpower. We are still above our maximum manpower. Scotland. I don't even know what was over there. Wait, were those my transports? Oh, no, my transports. I have no idea what that was. Huh. Battle of Limousine. All right, let's go over and just siege out Bourbon. Wow, if we can complete any of these sieges before France gets its army back, it's going to be phenomenal. So we're about to sink the French Navy. As you recall, this whole Let's Play started with England losing its navy and losing its sort of relevance in the world at that point. Now, France obviously has a lot of land troop potential, so it's not quite that straightforward. But if we can sink their navy, and wow, hello Castile. And with patch 1.5, navies sink a lot more because ships are better at targeting damaged ships to get them completely sunk. So you tend to lose more ships in battle as opposed to having like an entire navy less one ship survive and then dock, for example. So naval battles tend to be a lot more fatal. So that's good. All right, so we've got these guys. Let's merge together. We're going to split off the damaged ones. Come on. Damaged ones go and dock in Flanders, and undamaged ones we're gonna go detach siege, and then move down here. And then one of these solo guys, you're gonna go to the Straits of Dover. The others we're just gonna get the babysit down there. Actually, where? I don't even know now that I realize it. Hold on, hang on. We're gonna leave off. Okay, stop. Merge together again. Detach damage. Damaged ones go dock. I'm changing my mind. This 10 stack of undamaged ships, I'm going to split in half and have them stay both here. That way I don't have to worry about the Scots interfering. Or at least I'll be able to reinforce, as opposed to having single ships just get sunk one after another. I really do need more ships as well. And probably focusing on caravels for trade. Although a few more carracks would certainly be very nice too. I don't know if I can really afford them right now, so I think we're going to stick with caravels. There's no other major naval power for me to fight, so I'm going to go and add an extra couple in here, even though I'm probably going to be taking out loans in this war, and that's okay. France having a hard time there. As long as they keep fight... Whoop, there we go. There we go. Coming to Badajoz. So, we've got to make a decision. It'd be nice to siege the capital. But we do have to, like, yeah. These sieges were kind of ridiculous. Let's bring them back over here. We can reinforce from the capital as well if we need to. And select army. Encourage people to attach to there. Think we'll be able to reinforce on time. They'll probably attack, but they'll have a river crossing. Oh! Why are they going to Burgundy? That's interesting. Tell you what, just meet there. And then we'll figure out what to do after that. Still, I think I don't have enough infantry. But I'm already above my force limit, so... I'm going to let him complete his move. Coming across from the south into Champagne. How much do I want to sort of lay a trap versus... Oh yeah, I don't have enough infantry. That siege is really coming along. No, you know what? Let's not risk it. Let's go ahead and reinforce with an actual appropriate number of things. Like so. And if we could dissuade them from attacking in the first place, I'm actually going to be okay with that. I'm not necessarily looking to bait. Okay. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. That actually makes more sense. I should have let him come in. Let's go and split off the cabs from here. Pull them back over here. See if that will bait them into an attack. They might have just decided to siege at this point. Which I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to if they do that, because I'm out-sieging them. But, oh, now they're coming in with reinforcements. But the Navarrese and Castilian army is also nearby. Oh, and they're planning on engaging. Great. So we will certainly assist. They're going to be there on the 27th. Let's make sure that none of our dudes arrive sooner than the 27th. 28th. 30th. Merge, detach, join in. Merge, detach, join in. Okay, let's have a party in Burgundy, in Burgundy. It's going to be a big stack with a lot of leaders now. I don't think we're going to get a river crossing, though, which is good. It doesn't look like they will. I'm crossing my fingers that we won't. That is a lot of guys. We are getting a river crossing. Oh, and we don't know what the leaders are, do we? 330, 424. Of course, France has amazing freaking leaders all the time. All right, let's dive in. We're going to massively, massively outnumber them. So, yeah, who's leading? 330 and a siege of 2. 221. Actually, that's not so bad. That's not a massive discrepancy. Of course, we also have the -1. And what are our base stats? We actually have a discipline advantage. Morale is the same. Tactics are the same. And we're massively going to outnumber them. Although, I mean, we had the weaker start because we didn't have our full group together. But it looks like I think we're going to be taking this. I should actually, like, bring these guys in. They're not sieging much. I should have brought them in a little bit sooner. Are we seriously going to lose this fight? God, you just can't beat France! And now they can go and clean up all the sieges. Oh, well, they'll probably won't move right away. I'm going to actually hire... I'm going to take out a loan, because we don't have any loans. And outside of the war, we should actually make a fairly decent amount of money. Because what I'm going to do, the damage stacks, I'm going to encourage them to combine. And I'm going to just have more people kicking around. And we have a lot of calves. And especially doing a carpet siege, we're just going to want infantry, which are cheaper. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And just have some reinforcements available relatively quickly. Yeah, these guys are going to be pretty weakened. Okay, what are the losses overall? France lost... so slightly more losses on our side, but not, like, despairingly so. I think they might just finish their siege here, because they're already at 0. They might split. I'm hoping they don't, because... There we are. Because we can reinforce this one siege rather quickly. We don't have a leader, although... we might... Oh, I was hoping we'd be able to get a better leader. Alright, that's a skirmish. We'll win there. I think we're still in relatively good shape overall, and I'm totally willing to lose one siege here while we reorganize our forces. Did Austria actually, like, beat France back completely and is now sieging France? This is going to be... Well, that's annoying. Protestant zealots just happen to pop up in Calais. I'm happy that Castile is there. Didn't even notice that that was happening. Holy crap, that could have been incredibly annoying. How's the repairs going here? Let's detach the damaged ones. We've got a stack of 8 ships. Good. We can move forward with that. Battle of Calais. Shouldn't have even happened. Select army. Don't attach this unit. That's foolish. Wow, they got their morale back really fast, too. We're going to sit in battle while with these guys here. With, like, I have no leader, though. That's the problem. I can't really fight France without Castile's leaders kicking around. So we'll just leave there. I'm sure they're going to make a move over here. And I don't want to lose this siege. Are you kidding me? More rebels? What is this bullshit? Who's supporting these rebels that's screwing up my entire siege? Because now I'm going to have to go and stomp on them. And France is going to come and clear out my group over here. Alright, Castile is actually already on their way, so that's good. Castile is being really good right now. But that's really screwing up my siege because it's like killing off my cannons, so it's decreasing the number of, well, the siege bonuses that I have. Wow. Show me the siege. There we are. Oh, no, it still counts as 4 artillery? Really? Oh, probably Castile has artillery here. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Alright, well, we've got that going for us. I guess I get the manpower. I could move this stack over to Namur. But no, I don't think so. I think this might end up being a bit of an attrition war. I was going to merge some of these dudes because I am over my force limit. Let's go ahead and consolidate what we can, just to try to trim our costs. We're at 61 of 46. That's why we're losing money. But if we're going to fight France, that's the way to go. Okay, things are more expensive. That does suck. Like, they're getting some attrition here, which is very good. I don't think they're, like, full defensive or anything. No, just the siege attrition. Problem is, like, we can't take an offensive battle against France because we don't have the leaders. We have decent bonuses to different things, but that's it. Have we started colonizing over here? We haven't had an uprising? Like, we'll probably just lose this colony. I should probably just abandon it and save a little bit of upkeep, since I'm going to lose it regardless. But, you know, who knows? Maybe things will work out in our favor. We're fully repaired here, so go ahead and siege there. Oh yeah, we have Navarre over here too, I keep forgetting. I'm debating spending more money. But no, I think we're losing, yeah, 15 gold a month. We can't get more mercs. That would be foolish. We're already bankrupting ourselves as is. Man, if we can like coordinate with the AI in a more, well, coordinated fashion, we would be insanely dangerous right here. I've got lots of hard drive space, right? No, I don't. Okay. Gotta remember to clear out some space after this before I continue. So the siege will complete here first, which is actually really, really nice. And select army. Attach, yeah. Which is fine, and looks like, no, okay. I don't know why there's an army here. I didn't tell anyone to attach in any of those places. Boom. Siege number 1. You can move to Normandy. Actually, no. Move to, Orléans. because once this siege goes, this 12 stack will move to Namur. Oh, it looks like Nevers is actually going to start sieging there, which might be okay. Maybe I'll move these guys to Barry. I'm not sure, because I want to make sure that my 24 stack is adjacent to absolutely everything that might need instant reinforcements. So my hope is to just at least release a region from France. If we could also annex a little bit, it might be okay. Since we don't... well, actually, there's a coalition against us, isn't there? If I recall correctly. Yeah. So, aggressive expansion 25. And right now, the way the patch is set, aggressive expansion, like, they will trigger a coalition very quickly. So I'm not sure that we necessarily want to annex anything. But if we can force France to just break apart, even a little bit, that's going to be a massive, massive bonus in our favor. Both for weakening France, but also because it gives us the opportunity to potentially take stuff afterwards. You know what? I'm going to move my cannons into Ile-de-France, where the capital is, just to siege that a little bit faster. Colonial enthusiasm, thank you very much. It's very lovely. It must be winter, because we're actually getting attrition in our own land. Wow, that siege took a long time for them. Boom. We got Champagne. Champagne. I'm going to move here. I'm just going to detach a little siege. Move these guys into Champagne. Probably have to split up some of these stacks, actually. Yeah, let me leave, token 2, because I figured Nethers would move out as soon as I did that. And I'll probably take this group and split it in half. And do that. Actually, no. Move more reinforcements to Orléans. Now, Calais was the war goal, so I'm going to get ticking war score in my favor there. Which is good. And taking their capital is going to hurt them even more than that. Split off here. What can we do? Let's leave all the cannons behind. And 2 infantry. It's not really that many cannons, but what the hell. And we'll just start another siege right there. Look at the sieging going on down here. Is France still at war with, yeah, with Austria? Oh my god, that's phenomenal. Castile. Who's occupying this? Naples. Ferrara. Okay, right, they're not in my war. But they're still, like, screwing up France royally. Oh, wow, this is fantastic. Boom, Picardy. Now, do I still have cores on these? No. Yes, I have cores on Calais. So, yeah, taking back Calais would be really incredibly valuable. At this point, the most important thing is simply not losing a battle. I'm wondering about just having these guys join one of my main military stacks. I just go to Barry at this point. Because once the siege breaks, these guys are going to move in to engage against me. And I'm very worried about that. How's my percentages of troops? Yeah, here, too many cabs. So let's definitely organize ourselves a little bit better. We have too much cavalry overall. There we go, a little bit there. And that's because cavalry in a stand-up fight is better, but the infantry tends to take losses up front first, so you tend to end up with this unbalance. And I realized, like, in hindsight, I've done this too often, where I'm just a little bit too aggressive on the cavalry. Alright, so I'm getting more attrition than I need to, by having these giant stacks and not really sieging at quite the pace that I would like. But we'll do what we can. Just out of curiosity, France, how are you feeling about it? So if I took Calais, which is only 5% war score, wow. And then said, release nation of Champagne. Now, demands exceed war score, but take that away, and we're not too bad. It'd be nice if I could break them up even more than that. It'll all depend on exactly what happens with our fight, which frankly I'm still feeling like we're going to be behind on. But they're suffering a lot of attrition. We probably have more stuff in our back pocket. I don't... What's Castile? What's Castile like? Not a whole lot of manpower, but a fair number of active troops. Of course, they're sitting here instead of joining me on the front lines in the battle that matters. Boom. Good. Do we reinforce, or do we start another siege? Probably start another siege. Let's move these guys over to Normandy. Although, cannons are pretty good. Cannons are, of course, really good at sieging as well. Okay, no, I'm going to stick around for now. I'm going to move to Orléans over here and be ready to reinforce whichever fight happens to trigger. Actually, maybe we'll move directly to Berry, now that I think about it. Tolerant society in Lithuania. Okay, 20 stack of Castile was buzzing around there for no reason whatsoever. Good to know. 70% and the siege hasn't broken. Okay, Burgundy, you're doing fantastic, and I am super duper stressed overall. Alright, some hard drive space left. I gotta make sure to put in a cut before we run out of hard drive space, which is actually pretty much now. So you know what, just to play it safe, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. We'll see you guys next time, the continuation of the war.